All because I have entirely way too many vehicles, vans specifically, and I told myself I'm not buying any more vehicles until I sell a few or get a couple apart that I need to get apart. But I sold that white Galaxy convertible, the 70XL. Guy on the other side of the building came and asked me if I was selling it, and long story short, he left with it. So, and this is still coming apart, so this is getting started on today, I think. But anyways, you know, since I have way too many vehicles and I need to sell some, I did the next best thing, and I bought another vehicle from Insurance Auto Auctions. Yeah, this popped up, and it looks really clean, actually. Like, the body's super clean. And I've got this weird trait about me when I see vehicles on there that are obtainable, like not too far away. I throw a bid on that's like just higher than what the scrap yards would pay, because I don't want to see it get scrapped, and basically roll the dice. And well, I guess it worked in my favor this time. Who put that bin there? Oh, I did. Oh, who's that? A wayward photograph of two dapper looking people. Anywho, so this is a 1990 Econoline 150 club wagon. Actually looks really solid. Came out of Bowling Green, Kentucky. I threw a $500 bid on it and walked away, and I was a high bidder, and I won it for $500. All in with fees, it was like $850 or something like that. Plus getting it moved up here. But yeah, so it's a $500 Insurance Auto Auctions purchase. Got some starting fluid out, and I already know what it does or doesn't do, because we didn't do it together, because I'm a, you know what, battery from 2012. It's got a inline 6, 4.9. I believe it's fuel injected. Yeah, it should be fuel injected. Not in terrible shape. I mean, it's got some scratches and crap on it, but somebody added some extra stuff. It's weird. This is at 190 degrees, which is weird, as the engine's stone cold. And I assure you, if I did have it running, it wasn't that long. I mean, it's a van. Came with original seats. Somebody had them out, so they're using it as a work van. Odometer says 16. I believe it's 116,000. Because I ran a Carfax on it. Got these sweet floor mats. I really like these floor mats. Manual windows. It's got overdrive, so that's nice. I actually think I have one of these seats in nicer shape. Actually, I have one seat like this, and it's like brand new. So I thought to myself, why am I buying one seat? I'll never need it. And well, turns out maybe I will. So, as you could tell, I'm trying to put some fuel in it. I opened the gas door and the gas cap was already off. I did the old knock anybody home test on the fuel tanks, and they both seem like they are completely empty. And gas gauge confirms, as long as the sending unit works. So we're gonna put some fuel in this thing and see what happens. Now, I'll tell you right now, it fires right up on starting fluid, like right away, and the engine sounds pretty good. So I will, we're gonna put some fuel in and see if we can make something happen. And now it's got 5 gallons of the finest 87 octane that money could buy within a 2-mile radius of here. Still not registered on the gauge though, so that's concerning. Could very well have a bad fuel pump also. That's all she wrote. A little bit. All right. A little while longer that time. While the check engine light's on, let me check the engine. Yeah, it's still there. So that's not the problem. I gotta check and see if this has an intake pump or the inline one. Could just have bad pump. So I don't hear anything kicking on. Yeah, I don't think the fuel pump's working. Very well be the issue here. See if it goes into gear. Well, it went right into the gear, so I think it's got a bad fuel pump. Alright, I'm going to do a little bit of research, see if it's got an inline pump or one mounted in the tank.
I gotta use this motherfucker.
It's got to use it, I guess. Alright, I'll be back in a few. Alright, so I think we determined it's got a bad fuel pump or fuel pumps, because it's got two of them. Well, it's got three then. It's got two tanks. Apparently there's one inside the tank and then one inline one, so there's two tanks, so I assume that means it's got three fuel pumps. But let's see if I can pull it forward enough so we can get this mess out of here and see if those seats go back in. Something. Load this up with some finest fuel that I have. And, this thing pulls forward. Alright. We're driving. Damn, almost felt like it was gonna stay running. All right.
I don't recognize what's going on here. What's up with that? That doesn't seem like it belongs. Why would somebody do that?
That is weird.
I don't get that one.
I don't. Oh.
Oh, they put that.
They put that there to turn the.
So they
That's
dome light override.
that's pretty ingenious. That's crazy.
Shit, though. Look what it's been
Yeah,
doing.
I know. Well, whatever. That's kind of cool.
I mean, it'd be easier
Tire
to
cover.
put a toggle.
All right, well, get this stuff out, I guess.
I bet it's catching on.
All the seat things.
I'm guessing.
Oh, we're stuck. All right, we built a wall. Yeah, that's what it was catching on. All right, well,
That's one way to.
I mean, it saved the carpet underneath.
Yeah, at least.
It's a nice little platform. I don't know what I would do with it, but workbench.
There's so many dead stink bugs in here.
Oh, now we got a nasty piece of carpet and a really nice piece of wood. I mean,
So 1 by
they took their time making it. Well,
1/4 inch.
yeah. But carpet don't look too bad underneath. Grab a vacuum this out. Do what I can until I get the fuel pump situation figured out. All right. Gave it a once over with the vacuum. Probably have to do it again after putting these seats back in. Knocked loose some stuff. But also gave it a once over with some cleaner on the interior, and it's a pretty respectable looking van, to be totally honest with you. It's not bad at all looking for being 34 years old. That well's cleaned up nice. It's really saggy, and I gotta clean this again. But I mean, I'm not complaining with how it looks. Door panel's good. Some things are just worth fighting for. It's cleaned up the tire cover. This was really nasty. So I gotta vacuum it again because we had some trouble getting the seat in up to the back seat. I'll hit that with the vacuum again, but yeah, not bad for the money. I ain't complaining, but I am gonna go eat lunch. So see you in a bit. Man, that thing launches hard. So got the doghouse off. Don't look too bad under there. There was a dirt dauber nest on the fuel line. Knock that off. It does not have any fuel pressure. Well, it had very, very little fuel pressure at the rail. So I have a feeling it's the frame rail mounted pump that is the culprit, because that's the high pressure one, and the other two, like in the tank, are just low pressure. It just gets the gas up out of the tank to the high pressure one. So I'm gonna start there, and doesn't look too hard to get to. The best part about watching me do this, you don't have to stare at my butt crack all day. Well, it is right here. That should be the high pressure one right here. Should be. Oh, that's Interesting. What's going on there? Oh, they replaced the rear brake line and just left the old one chill. All right, that's a thing. Oh, terrible to get off. See, this could be an issue too, but I don't hear the fuel pump kicking on. Like, and it being right here, you should hear it, and I don't hear it at all. So I'm guessing this is something to do with it. What is this, 8mm hold it on, I think. 7mm or 8mm right here, and oh, in there. So it's got these plastic things that hold it in, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. All right, well, I'm gonna get that apart and see if I get a new fuel pump ordered. Because the faster I get this thing running, the faster I can figure out what's going on with it. Well, that came out relatively easily. It had fuel on the pressure side, but nothing came out of the suction side. Bosch. Oh, it's original Ford fuel pump, E7TF. Oh, I have a feeling that's what the issue is. I can do this without making a huge mess. Gonna spray fuel everywhere. Please don't work. Oh yeah, I ain't doing shit. Look at this. It's trying. I think we found our culprit. You guys just moved. Oh, man. Let's see if that did anything. When I do that, it like dribbles out of the end here. Now, just to verify that I don't have things backwards, I don't think I do. I marked which one was positive. Yeah, same difference. I think we found our culprit. Bad fuel pump. All right, that's where I stop right now. I need to go in the warehouse and pull an engine and trans off from underneath the staircase. Yeah, that's exactly what it sounds like. So I'll stop tonight or tomorrow morning and see if I can grab a fuel pump from Napa or Advance or something and go from there. So only thing is, so this should have a low pressure pump inside the tank. Well, theoretically that should pump fuel to the pump, right? Well, it's not doing that, so I don't know if it's got a bad low pressure pump too. I don't know, but I'm gonna definitely replace the high pressure one because you saw it didn't do crap. Oh, and start from there. All right, throw some brake clean back in this thing and back it up 10 foot, because can't leave it sticking out this far. All right, goal today, make this thing a driver. At least that's my goal, and I need to try and do that because it's getting closer to winter. Well, it is winter, I think. Maybe it's still fall, I'm not sure. It's November 17th today. Is that still fall or winter? I don't know. I'll pay attention. Picked up a couple things. Well, because it's almost winter, I can't have vehicles sitting out here in case it snows. That's what I'm trying to get at. Oh, anyways, picked up a couple things. I got the inline fuel pump, which was like 50 bucks at O'Reilly's. And I also got a in-tank low pressure pump with the Sunny unit, which was like 70 bucks, and they actually had it, which is crazy. These are actually, well, I don't want to jinx myself, but this should be relatively easy to install without dropping the gas tank, because these third gen Econolines have the Sunny unit on top of the tank towards the front, like your front center top of the tank, and it's like on like a 45, like right there on the top corner. And granted, I can get my Gorilla mitts in there. Should be able to do this without dropping the tank. And what makes me think that this low pressure pump is bad is, well, I had the high pressure pump off and the lines are open. Even with the key turned, there's no pressure coming out. So it's possible that both of these are bad. But regardless, the gas gauge doesn't work. So there's definitely something funky going on with the Sunny unit in the tank. So 70 bucks, and it shouldn't be too hard to install. So I'm gonna crawl underneath this vehicle on this cold hard concrete and get at it, I guess. So wish me luck. All right, that was much colder than anticipated. It's about a 15-degree temperature difference between yesterday and today, but should I have left that light on? I did replace the filter while I was at it, but you guys probably can't see much. The fuel pump is inside there, and the filter is right there. So I'm gonna got my jump pack hooked up. I'm gonna see, make sure this thing's not leaking any fuel, because I really don't want to have to climb back underneath there. I didn't do the Sunny unit yet, because we'll see if this made any difference. The leaks. All right, let's see if this made any difference at all. I checked the new fuel pump and it does work. Oh, I hear it now. Oh, I definitely hear a fuel pump now. See, I don't know if it's gonna work because yeah, you can hear it. I don't know if it's gonna work because the whatchamacallit, the Sunny unit might still be bad. I mean, it's trying to, so I may still have to replace the Sunny unit, which is totally fine. I understand. I will see if it's got any pressure at this reel, though. I don't know if this can work. I gotta grab something to stick in there. Oh, the key might work. The key work? Maybe the key will work. No? Alright, I gotta find something to shove in there. Oh, right back. Alright, this should work. Oh! It's got fuel pressure at the rail now. Some, so I don't know, maybe this will work. What do I do with the keys? I don't know what to do with the keys. In my pocket. That's a good place for them. No, those are my keys. Where's the keys for this? In my pocket, other pocket. They're in my other pocket. I still might have to do the one at the setting unit. Oh, wait a minute. Trying to run. I don't know if the injectors are not liking life. Doesn't have a lot of fuel in here either, so I'm going to lower it down and see if I can get this to work. And my 2 o'clock just showed up. So either I really do need to replace that one in the tank, or the injectors are stuck. Could be. So I'm going to mess with it a little bit more. Throw you guys on the charger. So I'll let you know if anything good develops. Oh, crap. Trying to prop this up for you guys so I can show you what's going on here. So we're supposed to have 35 to 40 psi. This gauge is not cooperating with me. Come on, stay there somewhere. Get clear out of there. Come on. Try that. Alright, so this is the best I can get out of it. It's like 5 to 8 psi maybe. So there's still something going on here. Looks like I'm gonna have to get that one in the tank replaced. I'll try there. It also might be that selector valve too, so it's unfortunate. Crap. Well, I definitely don't have a working fuel gauge, so good to get that sending unit replaced anyways, I suppose. So what had happened was, yeah, it kind of escalated quickly. Feels like it has more than the 5 gallons I put in here also. I'm gonna have to replace these. I had to cut them to get them off because how brittle everything was. So, oh yeah, look at that, it's all dry anyways. That's horrible. So, probably a good thing I did this. Oh, find my 8mm, where that went. It's a 7. I don't know what it is with my 8. Oh, there it is. So I'll stop at Napa on the way home right now and see if they have any replacement for this. And try and get this back in here tomorrow, I guess, because this is not going to happen today. Oh, that's, oh jeez. Oh yeah, that's really dry. Probably a very good idea that I'm doing this. Figure out what to do with my knife I had. Oh, there it is. There's the lights. The tank itself seems to be in good shape. That's all. Make sure I get the right size and length. Alright, I'm gonna collect all these little parts. Oh, I don't know about that. Alright, I'm gonna collect all these parts and dump this fuel out into a bucket. Probably a real good idea doing this, because look at that gas I took out of there. That is just nasty. But It's possible someone put stable in there, but I'm not positive. That's about 5 gallons. That's probably another 2.5. So if I had to guess, there's about 2.5 gallons already in the tank. But that's more than enough to register something on the gauge. But that is just not good looking. You guys get to see this with me. Come on. Alright, maybe not. Maybe a little prying action. Come on. There we go. Oh, this is not good. I may have to get a gas tank for this thing. Oh, that is just gnarly. I may have to get a gas tank for this. This is just absolutely destroyed. I don't think I'm gonna get this light in there and see, but oh, that's not good at all. Yeah, looks like I'm gonna have to replace this gas tank. Alright, well, this job just got more expensive, unfortunately. And it's basically a hit and miss if these gas tanks are available. Because sometimes they are and sometimes they aren't. So I'm gonna have to do some searching. Okie dokie. And like that, winter is here. Yeah, gas tank showed up yesterday. So unfortunately, it looks like I'm putting a gas tank in the snow. And I also forgot my GoPro at home, so I'm filming this portion on my phone. So I guess I get to see how well the phone works for taking videos. But gas tank's here. Picked up a new vent hose. The vent hose was like 40 bucks. I couldn't believe it. And then the filler hose was like 40 bucks. The vent hose was like 20. It's just unreal what stuff costs these days. The gas tank was $80. The filler neck hose, the gas tank was $80. The filler neck hose was $40. Explain that to me. It's just unreal. At least I got this thing done. Just waiting for Mr. V-Core himself to come grab it so he can save other Mustangs. So, alright, I'm going to get this thing ready to install and go from there, I guess. Well, I think that goes in that way, right? It makes sense, I think. Just make sure you put the gasket in the right way. Should just sit inside there. Yeah, that's right. And get this guy dropped in. Put the lock ring on. And then I'll grab the filler neck hose and the vent hose and get those on here. And this thing should be ready to install. Gotta love quality, man. So the only way this fits on here, well, I don't have the gasket on yet, is off center. I mean, look at this. A little tiny gap down here. Big, huge gap up here. Yeah, this is going to work out wonderfully. It sucks, to be honest with you. I mean, this is just absolutely ridiculous. So this ring was welded on here off center. That's what I'm coming up with, because I don't know how this is going to go together. This is just ridiculous. Well, it wasn't pretty, but it went on. And none of the gasket material is showing, so I think I did something right. It helped to mark where the alignment tabs were, like underneath the center unit, and where the alignment holes were on the tank. It helped making it a little bit easier to line everything up. But it went on. So I decided to try and make the best of a crap situation. Got this thing as close to the door as I could. Honestly, I probably could have gone in a little further. Probably wouldn't have been such a bad idea. So at least it'll be somewhat bearable doing this. I won't have anything directly falling on me, and I'll have some warmth from the warehouse. So, all right, well, let me try and get that thing up in there then, I guess. Got it. I believe I got it ready to go in. The only thing I don't like is I had to reuse the old grommet for the vent. It didn't come with a new one, and this one's kind of not really in the best of shape. So it's kind of unfortunate, but I don't think I have much of a choice right now, because I told my landlord I'd have this thing moved before it snowed, and well, as you can tell, there's snow on the ground, so I just want to get it done. So let me try and get this thing up in here. All right, so should be interesting to note, I cannot feel my fingers. They are pretty much numb, but gas tank's up in there. I just need to hook up the filler neck and tighten everything down and get some gas and hope I did everything right. All right, gas tank is up, fuel filler is up, and I think I have just enough time to run and go get some gas and try this thing out. So there may actually be one more thing that I need to do, but I don't have time today, and I'm going to do it regardless. I'm just not sure if I'm going to do this regardless, because I hear they go bad quite often. It's the fuel tank selector valve, because as long as everything goes okay with this tank, I'll do the second tank. When I do the second tank, I'll replace this guy, because I do have the second tank. It's right here. So yeah, but I'm going to cross my fingers and hope that the other one still works in the rear tank, just so I can hear this thing run. All right, got 5 gallons of fresh fuel in there. Let's see if the gas gauge moves. Make sure it's on the rear. It is. Come on, gas gauge. Gas gauge is going up. Gas gauge is moving. Wow, look at that. Not by much, it's moving. Prime this a couple times. I already have more fuel pressure than I did before, but it still needs to be at 35 or 40, I believe. Might just have air in the lines, who knows. It's not leaking, right? No? Alright. See what happens, I guess. Well, that was interesting. Got 20 psi now. Oh, there we go. It's getting up there. Oh, ho, ho. I think we actually have good PSI now. Let me disconnect this thing. I'll be right back. All right, the gauge was leaking. So, what do you think? Did I do something? Is it going to start? It's running! It's running! It's actually running. It's not running at all. 6, but it's running. don't sound happy. Well, I did something right, I guess. Desperately needs a tune-up. Huh. Well, that's all the time I have for today, so we'll get back this tomorrow and see if we can make it run a little smoother, I guess. Alright, another day, and got the GoPro back. So, I'm curious to see if there's any difference between GoPro and my Samsung Galaxy as far as video quality goes. Something I discovered yesterday before I left is that the charging system isn't working on this thing. Because I had it running and I pulled the jump pack off and it immediately died. And as far as I know, these do not have an external regulator. It should be internal. So I'm assuming that the alternator is bad. So luckily it's up here, but I do need to take probably the battery. Well, the battery's bad anyways. I'm going to replace it. And the air box. So I got to take the air box and the battery out. I'm going to do that right now. This should have been like a 15-20 minute job on any other vehicle. I'm going on 45 minutes now. And I don't know how I'm going to get the alternator out of here. I thought if I take the bracket off that holds this on, the air intake, but something else is holding it on and I can't even see what because it's underneath the battery tray. So I'm not sure. The only other thing I'm seeing is that I need to take the shroud, the fan shroud out. But to get the fan shroud out, I need to take the fan off. So I think that's where I'm at. I think I need to take the fan and the fan shroud off to get the alternator. This is ridiculous. If anybody ever said working on these vans is fun, it really isn't. I just realized that this requires that removal tool for the fan, and I don't think I have one here. This just turned into like an all-day affair, and I wasn't ready for that. Crap. Alright, several, and I mean several, this is like a half hour later since last talked to you. I was able to coerce that air tube out, so let's see if I can coerce this alternator out also. Trying to show you, I am not exaggerating. This is literally probably the worst, if not one of the top 2 alternators I've ever had the pleasure of removing. It's ridiculous. There's no way to get it out of there. I mean, even if I take out the fan and the shroud, I don't think I'm going to get it out. So I'm not sure what the heck I'm doing. It's like, this looks like it should be a big enough space, but it hits the intake and it hits the battery box, which is welded to the vehicle. So that's going to take some finagling. All right, about 20 minutes later, little to no progress. Took apart more stuff and the alternator's still stuck. I've got an idea, one that I don't necessarily agree with. It's kind of stupid just having to do this, but yeah, let's see. I absolutely cannot believe I had to do that to get the alternator out. Take the pulley off. That is ridiculous. All right, to Napa I go. All right, we're back, and got an alternator. Looks to be right, except the pulley is a smaller diameter, so I may have to switch the pulley, which isn't a big deal since gotta take the pulley off anyways. Pulley's way different actually. Yeah, pulley's quite a bit different. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna get that. Well, I gotta take it off anyway, so no big deal, right? I don't think I have a choice but to use the old, or the pulley that the alternator came with, because there's not enough threads showing to tighten this down. It's always something. Hope that I'm gonna hope that this works out. Let's just leave it at that, because this is just ridiculous. All right. I think I got everything back together except for the battery. I think I have a battery that's gonna fit in there. I'm gonna try and top off the coolant while I'm at it too. I don't know. I mean, I don't see anything in there, so yeah, could be could have cooling system problems for all I know. All right, get some coolant and a battery. I'd be lying to you if I were to say I wasn't concerned about the radiator, because it took every bit of 2 gallons and then some. This radiator was bone dry, but nothing leaked out when I filled it, so I don't know. This has been sitting for a very long time, so who knows. I'm just gonna go with it and see what happens here, I guess. I'll tell you what, I hate this thing. I hate it with a passion. All right, battery's in. Don't pay any attention to that. It's just a sticker. Just put a Ford sticker over it or something. Great deal on these batteries. I think I pay like 50 or 60 bucks a piece for them, brand new. They're not even stolen. All right, let me get the keys and see if she starts, I guess. I spoke too soon. Hey, we got a bad freeze plug. And it's the worst one to get to. This sucks. This really sucks. That's the freeze plug at the back of the motor. You know, the one you gotta take the transmission out or the engine out to get to. This really sucks. I'm really upset right now. That's like worst case scenario with this thing, and I don't have time to deal with it right now. I don't know, it just, man, this sucks. That is the worst one to get to. Damn it. Wasn't so good otherwise. Well, at least take it for a ride, I guess. I don't know what else to say. A little noisy in here because I don't have the doghouse bolted down all the way. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little annoyed right now. I don't know if, come on, well, there we go. Because I don't know if any of you remember, I had a van that had freeze plug issues. Actually, it had cooling issues in general, just water pump, all kinds of crap. And I finally got the water pump / cooling issues figured out, and because it overheated so many times, while I was trying to figure that out, it popped the freeze plug. And just got worse from there. Pulled the motor to do the freeze plugs and realized that the bearings were wiped out in the motor. So I'm a little annoyed right now because all I keep thinking about is that. Come on, brakes. Ooh. Oh, need some wipers. These guys over here started using an empty lot as a parking lot and destroyed the street now. that guy was gonna run me down for sure. Besides exhaust leak, it seems to run okay and drive. I mean, it stops, it goes. It goes and stops. But yeah, I mean, it's a runner and a driver. But unfortunately, I can't say the same for the cooling system. You have no idea how annoyed I am right now of this. It's I don't have time to fix it right now. I don't. This was going into storage, or well, this is hopefully going to go into storage for a month or two while I wait for a title from Insurance Auto Auctions and send it out, get transferred into my name, so then I could do the final thing, so I could just turn around and sell the thing and make a few bucks on it. But now I need to yeah, this sucks. This really sucks. Got a good, clean, running, driving van though, so there's that. So basically, it's a freeze plug that's on the other side of that bell housing, the back of the motor. That's what I suspect is leaking. I mean, unless it's the one the back of the head, which it isn't, because you would see it leaking here, and it's not. And the only other one it could be is the one at the back of the block, inside the bell housing. So unfortunately, this either the trans has to come out, or the engine's got to come out. So yeah, at least I got a month or two to figure out what I'm going to do with it. Well, thanks for watching. Hopefully people love watching drama, right? Yeah, maybe. At least now I know why they parked it. Makes total sense now.